thanks to the carelessness of our government and lack of interest. I mean, I'm not bashing the government too much, but I mean, yeah, you have to be fair. You have to be fair, and I'm a fair person. When they're doing good, I give credit. When they're doing bad, I have to tell when they're doing bad. That is just me. I'm not biased. I am neutral. I am neutral, neutral, neutral. I am neutral. So, we were speaking about crime, and you have said a lot surrounding crime, Swelly, and I want to thank you for your input and basically what you have shared. I want to thank you for that. Um, sort of give your, I want to sort of get into your mind frame, Swelly K. Sort of give your prediction for two things. Well, for three things rather. Um, Look at the education system at the moment. It's, to be honest, it's deplorable. I want to tell you, when I was going to school, it wasn't good, but it wasn't this bad. Um, and the more I continue to follow up with it, my pressure keeps going up. So I don't really follow up with it much, much more. um, but it is a sad situation. I mean, you look at the PEP exams. Those are the ones that do the PEP exam in grade six. You look at the grade 4 literacy exams. You look at the CSEC results. You look at the person. I mean, there are children graduating, out of high school, and they can't read at the basic level. What kind of system is this? I mean, this country is going in the wrong direction. I mean, and then they say, oh my God, we spend billions of dollars this year in education. I just spend billions of dollars on your human labor. Any country that spends billions of dollars for human labor, human capital, and at the same time, half of those persons that live in secondary institution can't read at the basic level. It is, I mean, we need some help from some other country. But I like to watch the debate when they compare us to Singapore. And I mean, come on, Jamaica, don't compare us to Singapore. I mean, we need to stop that comparison. You know why? Because based on their secondary results, more of those children are reading far past the basic level. And we at the same time having children coming out of high school and they can't read. They can't read. So what is the cause of that, Swelly K? Tell me what's happening.
It's interesting that you bring up this comparison. I've always wondered too, why always I compare yourself to Singapore? Who come up with that?
Exactly.
Must somebody come up with it? Where would that whole idea come up with, so we have to compare ourselves to Singapore? Don't get me wrong, Don't get me wrong, One of the best ways to see how you're doing is to compare yourself to somebody who's doing better, and try to emulate that. Don't get me wrong, I do understand that part. But as I say, I don't really see what the comparison I do with good. Because every day we get up at top, but we do Singapore this, Singapore that, but I don't really see. I just say, I don't really see how the comparison really help or benefit. We can go and talk all we want. To me, it come like when when you're little and I say, oh, when we get rich, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get to that. That's the kind of sound like you don't really have no concrete plans or stuff. You just say, oh, we're gonna be like Singapore. Like, man. All right. So, what exactly was the question again? Sorry. What exactly was it?
Yes, I mean, what's your view? Where do you see our education system going in the next 5 years? I mean, the millions of dollars that the government is spending, is it really making a difference? No. What do you think?
The thing is, I don't really do that much. To be honest, I don't really do that much research into our education system, so I don't really have the most accurate say how to answer that question, where it will be in 5 years. But if what you are saying is correct, it's gonna be going downhill then, because
Of course.
we're in what, 2 to 3 years of COVID, which was COVID 2019. A lot of those children were at home, and if they were having such trouble while at school, I don't see how it would be improved if a lot of them were at home and a lot of them never did really have reliable internet or computer access. So, and so as I say, in the next 5 years, based on what you say, it's not looking too good.
Not looking too good. Not looking good at all. You know, I mean, why? And then, you know, when they go out in the public, and you listen to when these children speak, you have to turn around and wonder if it's an adult. You know, I mean, I want to tell you some of these children, they say they know more than you and I. You know, I mean, and the behavior and they, you know, they disrespect, you know, the older ones on the road, and at the same time, they can't read and write. And you know, somebody was saying, boy, Christopher, if you write their name for that bullet, they eat the bullet and know for their name. That's how bad it is. And it's true. That's how bad it is. You know, I mean, sometimes I said, my God, I don't think I could be a teacher in this time. You know, because going every day and teaching something, and I give God thanks for the stalwarts of teaching we have in this country. And honestly, I think teachers should be paid more for the enormous work that they do every day in the classroom. You know, because going every day and sitting and you're having children they can't read, they can't write. So how are they going to do the subject? And then you just go in and you just do a little class activity, write some notes, and God bless if they write it in the book because they don't know what to write because they can't read the word they write on the board. So it is so bad, man. It is so bad. And you know, I mean, I believe something has to be done seriously. Really has to be done in the education system. You know, it needs to be revamped, recreate, you know, not from the top down, from the bottom up. You know, that's it. That is it. Oh boy, I tell you. Since you're now kind of in the music space, Swelly, do you feel as if the music is really bringing a negative impact towards all these children? Why they're behaving like this? I don't know.
Behaving like oh exactly?
I mean, not taking school seriously, and everything that coming from the music, they take it up like a in thing, like a fashion thing, you know.
All right, here's my rebuttal to that. All right, music has always been doing that from history. Like artists and music always influence people, especially young people in the era them go in terms of fashion and trends. As far as the behavior of the students, I can't necessarily blame the music for necessarily their behavior.
That's a big statement coming from you, no, sorry. That's a big statement coming from you.
Here's that.
I wonder if one of the directors watching that's going to sign.
Well, no. When it comes to behavior, that is how they're being raised.
From the home.
From the home. That's where behavior comes from. How they're being raised. So either there is not enough discipline at the home, or there isn't any parental guidance or discipline at all. So there's not enough or there's none at all. Now the music does influence people negatively. Don't get me wrong. There's some music out there, but as far as their behavior, I can't blame it on the music, because let me tell you, when it comes to individuals, it really starts from the home. A lot of people probably gonna disagree or don't happy with them and say no, it starts from the home. I'm telling you, when it comes to behavior, especially with the children, it starts from the home.
I agree.
Discipline, or you're not giving them the discipline at all, or they're emulating your behavior. Because one thing adults in Jamaica don't like to admit or accept, This might sound cliche, but children live what they learn.
Yes, absolutely.
Jamaicans of one, like say, them are the most peaceful set of people with the best growing. Nope. Jamaican adults, you cannot say that. The crime rate figures say otherwise. The crime rate figures say otherwise. And I pick me commit the crime. Adults are quick to commit the crimes. The crime rate figures say otherwise. And Jamaica's devaluing our morals and values never start in a 2020. That they had to start from a long time. You're just seeing the snowball effect now. You know what I'm saying? Reap. This is the reap. No, I never do snow all of this are going. The seeds were being planted. So Jamaican adults, don't go on like say, one of the best set of people with the best set of growing. No, they are seeing what they're seeing. Because I'm out in the society too, you know. Yeah, I see how the average Jamaican adult acts. No, they don't act that much better. I'm going to be honest with you. They don't act that much better.
Wow.
That's the truth. They don't act that much better. And as I say, children live what they learn. So you can say anything you want to say to Pitney, but when Pitney go up, parents all want to fight teacher. When teacher are discipline or reprimand them.
That's right. That's
the best example we can draw for now. Because Jamaican people can't deny that or go around that. Parents want to come to school, come fight teacher over them Pitney bad behavior. Then you say them Pitney do this and that, and they want to come fight the teacher. So the evidence is there, Jamaican adults. You can sit down and blame kids. You cannot blame kids. What kids know. Kids don't run society. Kids don't run behavior.
That's true.
What kids know. Kids live what they learn. Adults, you are in charge of that.
That is
so you are to blame for that. So I don't know why adults, as I'm saying, I'm just telling you earlier, when something is wrong, you don't blame the people at the bottom. You blame the people at the top who are in charge. In this case, parents. You are in charge of your children's discipline and how they act. And based on what I see in the society and based on what I see with the same teacher them, you are to blame for that.
Well said, Swelly. Well said. Well said. And by the way, you know, based on how the music industry is right now, where do you see the music going in the next 5-10 years? All
right.
Do you think Jamaica will still have that dominant impact in music for time to come?
We're called dominant impact in music. Let's clarify that. What do you call it?
You clarify it for me.
No, you need to clarify that. I didn't make that statement. That's what I'm saying. You clarify it.
Most places you go, people have this sort of connection to Jamaica due to the music more than any other Caribbean country. You know that Trinidad have their type of thing and their festivity and their festival, carnival. But when it comes to Jamaica's talent on the stage, the artists themselves, go behind the shores of Jamaica all over the globe. So will the music be still strong as how it is now within the next 10-20 years? Will we have that continuous global impact within that space? How do you see it?
I'm going to be honest with you, Chris. I don't necessarily do well with these questions because I can't see the future. Because I'm still going to answer your question.
It's just a prediction.
I'm still going to answer your question, but what I'm saying is that I can't predict the future. I can't predict the future. But what I can say, you're asking for my prediction. Jamaican music has always been a big impact worldwide. That's always been the case. But here's what I think is the issue with Jamaican music. For some reason, even though there is an obvious impact and there is a lot of Jamaican influence worldwide. All right, so when I say Jamaican music, you have to specify. Because we have two kinds of Jamaican music, We have dancehall and reggae. You need to specify. Are you saying both?
Both. Yeah, man, both in general. Right.
Because Jamaican music are two genres, in this case, reggae and dancehall. I'm going to say Jamaican music has always been a big impact worldwide. I don't think it will change. However, I think Afrobeats is taking over in terms of having an impact. But I just think that's the case in every era. In the 90s, it was mostly R&B. In the 2000s, I did really rap. I take over. In the mid 2000s, at that time, the dancehall really did take over too. right now Afrobeats time, the full music still have an impact. So I suspect it will still have an impact. However, if I'm going to be honest, I don't think the impact is gonna be the same. I think they're probably going to be like a minor lapse. But I still think we're still going to have a strong impact, if you get what I mean.
Okay, okay. All right then, Swelly, I hear you. Thank you for your prediction. Man that cannot see the future. But
Yeah, we can't see it.
we appreciate your bluntness and your honesty as always. We're about to wrap up though now, but it's been a good, interesting hour. Talking about so many things. Um, I want to ask you, Swelly, I know that the last time you were on, you did say that you were single. So with what's happening now, are you still in that category?
We call what's happening now.
With Spanish wine, man, going on with the thing.
So the song was released yesterday, right?
Yeah, man, but I mean, it is. Well, let's give it more time. Give it more time. But I don't think you're gonna be single for too long. I don't think so. I think you're gonna pick choose or refuse.
Give me yo. Already the case, so when I get into that right now.
I figured much, man. I figured much. I figured much. Any last words to the viewers and Rose Corner? Anything you want to say to the people?
Anything more to say? Well, big up your platform. I always appreciate your support on the platform. In far as the people. Thank you for any listeners and supporters or any future listeners or supporters. And once again, Tashina, big up yourself.
I don't think you're going to ever stop saying that part,
No, big up for herself. Big up for herself.
She's another motivation for you. Eh?
What?
I feel that much, man. The motivators just keep coming. They just keep coming.
Big up yourself.
Yes, it's been an interesting conversation. Talk with my dear Swelly K with us this evening. I want to thank him for taking the time out to be here. Mr. Robinson should have been here, but he's caught up with some other activities. So really appreciate it, Swelly K, for coming on, talking about so many things. I'm sure we'll be back again sometime to talk about some more. But I'm going to give you a little break, because I want you to come back probably in September when we know that Spanish wine is all over the place. October, so I'm going to give you some time. I know that you have some work to do and thing, and things like that. But again, congrats on the music video and what you've been doing so far. I know that I've shared it to some persons and they like it. So I know that the music is out there and it's out there for anybody who wants to listen. And again, you are not focusing on a set of category. You're for everybody. So I know that it will reach far and beyond. And so I wish you success with that. And I think that our last conversation on the Rose Can, you said that this is it. You've put in and invested in it. So I wish you all the best with that, sir. And you're welcome to join us anytime again. So with that, we're going to just close and ensure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Rose Corner. And I'll be doing more videos. Look out for those videos. I'll be doing much more videos in the coming days ahead.
Yeah.
And just a word to everybody. you know, the success stories that we go up hearing about or seeing never come overnight. It's about grinding, it's about passion, it's about never giving up. Um, those are the stories that normally leads to success. And believing in yourself, regardless of the obstacles that come before you. Um, and just know that because of who you are, you will overcome. And so, you know, despite whatever circumstances may be, despite what the critics has to say, believe in yourself and know that with your effort, with your determination, with your zeal, you shall achieve nothing less but the best. Thanks for watching. And that's a wrap. Take care, Swelly K. Take care.